Hi, we are 50% Lord of the Lost, so we are like Lord of, and
Sort of.
all the Lost. Yeah, we're sort of the Lost. And you're watching and listening to and enjoying, most probably, Ramzine.
Vicky here at Download Festival with the guys from Lord of the Lost. How are you guys today?
Good, bit muddy. Not as muddy as your finger.
No, I
it's
did
super
just
muddy.
Get mud. It's mud.
I mean, like in hindsight, we should have called Blood and Glitter Mud and Glitter today, but yeah. No, it was great. It started a little too exciting for my taste because like until 1 hour before our show we couldn't set up the stuff because there was a big time delay due to weather and no one's fault, and it was like, okay, fuck, can we make the show happen? Then it got like it was delayed for 1 hour. Our set time was shortened from 30 to 20 minutes. It was like so it was a weird experience because when we started exactly on the first note of our set, the gates started to open. So we started with like 0 people, and then were like thousands running to the stage.
Yeah.
It wasn't what we expected because we're not. I don't want to sound arrogant, but we're a band who does this for 15 years now. So there are like some people that know us. So when you play Download, you expect to have like a crowd. And then you start like back then when you were very young with like no one. That didn't happen in ages. And then you see all these people running, and as long as you see their front side running towards you, not the other way around, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting. We loved it.
That's quite a unique experience. Like just start playing where
10 to 20 minutes.
and then all of a sudden you see everyone running over. That's quite cool. And obviously you've played countless live shows in your time, but is there one moment that stands out as truly a magic moment?
Oh, there are so many, but I mean, being in England, let's say, playing the O2 in London, opening for Iron Maiden, that was real special. But there's many of these moments, really.
Yeah. There's many. I mean, we've been to UK last year 3 times.
I think so.
3 times, and on the back of these support tours for Maiden, obviously it helps a band out, getting bigger and bigger, and we did a UK headline thing, and I never thought to play rooms like Shepherd's Bush Empire.
And selling that out, that was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that was special.
That's really cool. And I saw on YouTube that you recently opened a show for you supported yourself essentially, and played tunes like Waterloo.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we, like when you do Eurovision and you love that feeling, and we do, then you want to go back. So we thought like, let's give back a little of that energy which we received in Liverpool last year. So we went to Malmö in Sweden this year to play a concert one day before the grand final. So we thought like it might be nice to be our own support band and just play with vocals and piano like the best of the Eurovision hits. So
that's quite a treat for the people watching that as well.
So we actually really hope to do this every year because it's great to be part of the metal scene, of the goth scene, of the Eurovision scene, to mix it all together, And we hope we can do that every year. It might clash with tour plans.
Yeah.
You never know, because tours are being like booked way ahead before when the grand final city and date is being set by the Eurovision winner. So we don't know if it works for next year. I really hope so.
Yeah, I like that. That's something quite special and unique to you guys. Yeah. And I also noticed on YouTube you've released a track, Viva Vendetta, but in many different types of genres. What was the idea behind that?
Yeah, it's actually one genre, but it's interesting that you say that the genre changes
because that shows that what a voice and different lyrics can do to a song, because the instrumental is the same.
It's unchanged.
It's not changed. It's just we gave the instrumental to different artists.
32 different artists.
32 different artists, and they were supposed to come up with their own melody and lyrics to it and vocal
They
arrangement.
hadn't heard the original, of course. So
they
they
hadn't.
didn't know what was the
Exactly.
original.
Okay. Yeah.
So we called that the song experiment because
Yeah.
it's like when you give like an instrumental and we did that a couple of years back and we're now releasing the stuff on YouTube. So the song experiment is like 3 years old, but if you give someone an instrumental, not even telling the name of the song, and you let other singers come up with their own melody, with their own words, it suddenly changes the whole song.
Yeah.
And it gives you the impression that the genre actually changes.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I was listening through to quite a few different ones. So I was thinking, oh, they're all in a different style of genre. So I was thinking, maybe it was an experiment to see which genre wins.
No, it's 32 times the same instrumental without me. I'm the only one in the band not playing in the song. There's
Right,
always
yeah.
just different singers, and it's so beautiful.
Oh, that's real interesting because I was going to ask which genre was winning, but
They all won. They
Yeah.
all won.
they all won because they're all unique and they're all to different people's tastes.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course. Like you can decide what you like most, but I think you cannot have a competition in music. Surely we did Eurovision. It's a competition,
Yeah.
but in the end, it's all just about music. So.
Yeah. If you could describe Lord of the Lost in 3 objects, in 3 objects,
Objects.
yeah.
Paperweight?
I like this question because it sort of describes a bit of your character that people wouldn't otherwise know about.
The problem is my character doesn't work. My brain does not allow me to work that way. So
Yeah.
my answer is I can't do that. So maybe you can, or you.
Paperweights is a good start. Paperweights.
Makeup?
Makeup, yeah.
And
Sure.
everything.
No, yeah.
Oh wow, that's deep, right?
Everything.
Philosophical. Philosophical.
I like that. I mean, yeah, you've got to add something in
So
philosophical
what do we have?
sometimes.
Paperweights,
Makeup.
makeup, and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
You don't like being confined to a description or a genre or
We don't like to do it ourselves.
yeah.
But people do it all the time for you, and that's completely fine because the perception is everyone is different. But you can do that. Everybody can do that. But we're staying to the description of ours that we are always changing.
Yeah.
Hopefully also evolving.
And the thing is, it's really like maybe that's something different with my head. I don't know. But when someone asks me what's your favorite whatever, I'm like, okay, if I answer that in a minute, it's gonna be a different answer. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't process the question. I'm literally like my CPU is crashing. Then it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I'd love to. I can't.
Yeah.
He's a bit special.
Yeah.
I can understand that though. I mean, especially with your favourite of something, things change all the time.
And it should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should always be able to change, right?
Because there's so much new content coming out these days, whether it's films, movies, music. Of course your favourite's going to
And
change.
you know, the thing is, it's something really interesting. I know people mean it in a very heartfelt and positive way if they come to you and say like, stay as you are. And I'm like, no, no.
Yeah.
I know you mean it in a nice way, but I will not stay as I am, and I hope you will not too. Is that right English? No, it's not, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I want to embrace the change. I know you just
Yeah.
want to say something nice, but no, don't stay as you are.
Stay true to yourself.
Yes.
I think for everyone as well, it depends where they are on their human being journey. And I think as you get older, your perception
Did you just call me old, or
change. I think
Getting older.
did you hear that?
You're 20, it's okay.
I need to run. I have sausage in my car.
Well, what I mean by that is, as you get older, your perceptions change and you realise that you're on a journey of growth. You don't want to be the person you was 10 years ago
no.
because you've expanded your knowledge and your preferences change and all sorts.
And maybe something you did 20 years ago that people liked about you, maybe you wanted to change that.
Yeah.
So even if they say stay the way you are because they think it's something good they're trying to conserve,
Yeah.
you think, well, I don't want that anymore, And
Yeah, but sometimes you need to be honest to yourself and realize that you were not growing. It's not growth all the time. Sometimes
it.
you realize that like, fuck, I've been better 1 year ago. Maybe I can go back there.
Yeah.
And this is also okay. to realize that I maybe have taken the wrong path, or maybe don't call it wrong. Maybe it's something you needed for a while to find out different things about yourself.
Yeah.
And you always have the chance to go back, and I think it's not a bad thing to be honest to yourself and be the person you were 10 years ago. If it makes you feel better for a certain amount of time, it's also okay.
Yeah. What's next for Lord of the Lost?
Food.
Yeah.
The sausage in your car.
Yeah. No, we actually have like I really want to eat. We got up this morning at 6:30 because you know.
We left at 6:30.
Oh, we left at
early,
5:30. Yeah, whatever. So. Food, and then afterwards the summer festivals, and we're writing a new record which is coming out next year.
Exciting.
And we're coming back to the UK next year for a festival. I'm not allowed to tell you which one, and also a headliner tour.
Oh, amazing. Okay, hope to see you back here next year.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.